After staying overnight at Grandma's place, in Whitesville, I recall waking up around 1:15 in the morning. After falling asleep around 9 p.m. yesterday, as I didn't get that much sleep yesterday. Same for today. After I woke up around 1:15 in the morning, I don't recall going back to bed. Instead, generally being on my phone. Reading. Though I do recall at last going to bed sometime around 15 minutes to 6, 5:45 in the morning, and waking up around 6:30 in the morning. Or maybe I just laid in bed while I left my phone alone so it could fast charge. Since the only outlet I could find in the bedroom I slept in, including for an afternoon nap I took, after we got back from Wellsville, that bedroom, the only outlet I could find was right in front of the bed. The bed was here and the outlet was here, so around 5:45 in the morning, by which point the sun was rising, I plugged in a phone charger to fast charge my phone. and around 6:30 in the morning, I started some snacking throughout the day by having a breakfast that consisted of 2 snacker packs that I brought, Mom and I brought with us. Excuse me. Then later on, if I recall, during the car ride from Whitesville to Wellsville, that we went on around 7:15 in the morning, I had a third snacker pack, the last one, and then later on throughout the day, I also chipped away at an old bag of crunchy Cheetos Grandma gave me after I asked for it yesterday. And some Cracker Barrel extra sharp cheddar cheese cubes that we also brought for the trip. To stay overnight. With Grandma. For a medical test that ended up being pretty short. It was while waiting for it, for her to be called essentially, that it took a while, during which I made some conversation with other people. In the waiting room. Most notably, a young pregnant woman who was reading a book at the time. And also some older people. Though I primarily talked with the woman. After Grandma was done with the test, we made a stop at the Texas Hots in Wellsville. So Mom could place the order. Initially, I was to pick it up, but Mom ended up picking it up too. In total, we got 20 Texas Hots, and I just had 4 of them. And I didn't have any Texas Hots until now. Didn't have any immediately after they arrived, like I've done in the past for a couple of Texas Hots. Grandma was happy to see the both of us, me and Mom. If I recall correctly, we got back around 11 in the morning, and I slept roughly from 11:30 in the morning to about 2:30, 2:45 p.m. Because by the time we got back from Wellsville, I felt pretty tired and thus wanted to go back upstairs to take a nap in the bedroom I previously slept in. If I recall, we left around 5:45 p.m. after I had a bowl of Rice Krispies with 2% milk around 3 p.m. because by that point I had drank my 2 bottles of whole milk that we got from the convenience store yesterday, the one in Whitesville, that general store. I got those yesterday, and even if I hadn't drunk them by then, I don't think it would have been enough. Any kind of milk is fine for me. It's just that I prefer whole milk, and we'll go for that first if it's available, since I consider whole milk to contain more healthy fats that keep you satisfied for longer than milk without that fat. We left around 5:45 p.m. At one point, I fell asleep during the car ride home, and we ended up about an hour into it, if I recall. 45 minutes at the least, and we ended up getting home around 7:30, 7:45 p.m. at the latest. Though, before I was given that old bag of crispy Cheetos yesterday, I was first asked to try it to see if I would like it, and while the Cheetos were a bit stale, they were still enjoyable.